SmackDown Live is in Bakersfield, California tonight after Raw was in San Jose last night. And also worth noting, Raw, they announced the 7-man Elimination Chamber right after the show ended. I don't care to see that match. I think we're getting too many multi-man main events the last couple months. And speaking of that, I'm assuming we're getting a Fatal 5-Way for Fastlane. And this show opens up with Dolph Ziggler against Baron Corbin. Ziggler's in the ring, Corbin's in the back, and he's getting his ass handed to him by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They beat him down, typical WWE beatdown in the back. They throw him against this this metal platform or something. It looked painful. It looked like that fucking hurt to take a bump off it. So they're beating down Corbin. They're trying to give him some offense, trying to make him look sympathetic, but they beat the shit out of Corbin. They go to the ring, and Ziggler's there, and I kind of like it. They run in the crowd. They don't get to see guys brawl in the crowd too much. They brawl in the crowd against Ziggler, Zayn, and Owens. They beat him up. Kevin sets up Ziggler for this haluva kick, and Sami lays him out the haluva kick. They beat his ass, and Corbin comes like a big valiant babyface, and they beat the shit out of Corbin even more until security comes. So it's like they're trying to beat everyone down, eliminate Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler, trying to make a triple threat instead of a fatal 4-way. And I'm sure their punishment's going to be it's going to be a fatal 5-way. Wow. Yeah. So hopefully AJ just doesn't get hurt. Just don't let AJ get hurt and whatever. I don't mind the match. Just don't let AJ get hurt, please God. We all want to see AJ Nakamura at WrestleMania. So after that, they don't go to Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. I'm assuming they're going to come later in the show and announce what's going to happen. Then they go to a match. So we have Riot Squad, Sarah Logan, god damn it, it's wrestling Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch comes. That was interesting. I'm happy Becky's still involved. You're still relevant. Because I was hoping we'd get Charlotte and Becky, but it looks like it's Charlotte-Asuka WrestleMania. And Asuka, I'm sure, is going to win. So Charlotte, I don't know what Becky's going to do. So, you get Alexa and Nia and Sasha and Bayley. I don't know what that leaves Becky, unless it's, I don't know, maybe they change it up. Who knows? But hopefully Becky Lynch gets a spot, because she deserves it. Anyway, she's out there to support Charlotte. Charlotte and Sarah Logan, so sorry, Charlotte, you have to work with the worst wrestler in the fucking company. So I didn't even notice Naomi came out too on Charlotte's corner, and they gave Sarah Logan some offense, but Charlotte gets the win with the natural selection, obviously. So Charlotte's celebrating with Naomi and Becky Lynch, and she goes to the commentators. She tells Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves, 2 down, 1 to go. So it's Charlotte and Ruby Riott next week. So I guess they have to feed her the Riot Squad to give her something to do to kill time. But where the fuck is Carmella? My God, maybe just don't let her cash in. Maybe she can be the first one to have it till June and not cash in, and she loses the briefcase. That'd be interesting, at least. Also, wrestling Corey Graves, the whole Booker T stuff was a complete work. Booker was working everyone. Corey went on his radio show and they just laughed everyone for working them. Idiots who fell for it are stupid, and yeah, that's making fun, just trolling the internet. I don't know. There's no end game. It's kind of funny. We're talking about Michael Cole. He was getting mad. Like, where's the end game? And he's right. Where is the end game? That's why I thought it was a work. What's going to happen? Corey Graves can't wrestle. Booker T is almost 50. Unless it's a shoot or Booker just wants attention for his radio show, which was the truth. So after that, they go to Daniel Bryan backstage, and Shane McMahon's pissed. Daniel Bryan's on his phone, and Shane's yelling, I'm mad, your boys, they attacked him. So he makes Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler. If Ziggler wins, he's in, and he makes Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens. And if Owens wins, if Corbin wins, he's in. So fatal 5-way. Yeah, this isn't really announced, but we all know that's where it's probably going. So Shane looked mad at Daniel Bryan. So I do this Black History Month video, and I'm thinking to myself, they have Seth Rollins this time. Because every week they have someone else, but this one was Seth Rollins mainly being featured as educating us. That's not cool. He's not black. Unlike Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins is white, unlike Roman Reigns, who's black. And remember, in WWE, if you're Samoan, you're black, but if you're at, so I don't know if Seth Rollins is the best guy to educate us for with this, because what they did was they took a whole bunch of wrestlers, I think on Raw, and they took them on this big field trip to the National History Museum, a whole bunch of them, a lot of their top stars on Raw, several names, and they're just gonna have them. They shot so many videos and so many interviews. They're just gonna have them do that whole Black History Month video package. Instead of doing a thing when they feature wrestlers, it's going to have current wrestlers educate us, which is actually better. So Kevin Owens comes out when he's facing Corbin. Man, this match is going to suck. Baron Corbin is basically a babyface now. It was a babyface victory. The fans started cheering for him. He beats Kevin Owens cleanly after Owens jumped him. So Baron Corbin's in the match. It's a fatal four. We'll see if Ziggler wins. Hopefully not. So, oh man, wouldn't that suck if they give the belt to Corbin? Oh, and then it's Corbin, Nakamura, and then instead of AJ, they'll never do that. I don't think they have the balls to do that. But Corbin's going to probably have a spot. But looks like they were kind of treating him face. And I have to give Corbin credit. I've been very critical. He actually came off well here as a face. So they preview the top 10 list. God, I want to see this fucking stupid list again. And they show Bobby Roode's U.S. Open Challenge. I'm thinking to myself, free agent John Cena has to accept this challenge 1 week. Who accepts the open match challenge but Randy Orton? And Roode was saying he was borrowing this from John Cena. I'm thinking to myself, fuck. John Cena versus Randy Orton. Anyway, this match worries me because these two are two of the most boring styles in the company. And Orton's a great worker and so is Roode, but their matches can be very boring, and these two together can just be like one of the most boring matches you've ever seen. Like, set a record for rest holds in this fucking match. Boring. Headlocks and rest holds. Jinder Mahal interrupts FML. Jinder is just cutting a drizzling shit promo. This promo's fucking garbage. He's making fun of Orton for being number 9, even though Jinder's not on the fucking list. It's just awful. And the fans are training for Orton. And just Roode looks like a complete afterthought. This promo sucks. Seeing Jinder Mahal get any kind of push just gives me nightmares. Anyway, he had him lay out both Orton and Roode with the Colossus. Oh, God, this is fucking horrible just seeing this guy back on my TV screen. They hyped up the Mixed Match Challenge with Bayley and Elias against Lana and Rusev. I like both these pairings a lot. I think Bayley and Elias have some potential together. There's something about them. I think Bayley could be good as his, like, valet, or not valet, but, like, kind of working with him because she has that kind of hippie kind of look. I think she could work with that if you know, her babyface career is in the shitter anyway, so I may as well try something. I think that could actually have some potential. And then Law and Rusev, I'm thinking to myself with those two, like, they should just be together as a babyface couple now. People love Rusev, they like Lana, and they'd be great as a couple as a babyface. Lana's career is going nowhere. Aiden English is a loser, just get him out of there. And him and Lana and Rusev would be great. I think they should just make them a duo again. So New Day comes out with Big E's just almost killing his lungs. It was overemphasizing everything. I don't know why, but they're out now. They're doing this fucking stupid pancake gimmick with Big E saying he's going to eat 113 pancakes to break the work record in 8 minutes. And Gable and Benjamin are here to make fun of him. Oh my god, this segment was terrible. Over the top. It was too cheesy. They're flipping over pancakes. Chad Gable says no one likes pancakes. And Shelton Benjamin says, we're eating waffles now, and destroys pancakes. So we have a fucking match with this. Oh my god. They have a match, and they actually give the win to the New Day, which I don't agree with at all. I think Benjamin and Gable should be getting a big push. I'd like to see them as champs, but that's not going to happen. So New Day get the win, and just it's like, why? I mean, I feel like their act has run its course. It's time to move on. Maybe they give Big E a big push, singles push, but I'm bored with them. I think they've run their course. I think it's over. So we're in the back, and fucking Dolph Ziggler is being interviewed by Renee Young. And whenever I hear Ziggler talk, I just kind of tune him out now. I don't even want to hear his voice. He's kind of like Bray Wyatt for me now on Raw. Like, Ziggler's like that on SmackDown. So when I see him, I don't even want to look at him. I don't even want to care what's on the TV screen. It's just like completely background music. I don't care. I'm not even paying attention to it. I don't want to see him. I'm so sick of him. I wish he'd get released and just leave. Yeah, sorry to say that, but no disrespect to Ziggler, but yeah, it's over. I don't want to see him on my TV anymore. So they're back, and the Usos are in the backstage, and they say they want anyone to challenge them, and what happens is, and when they're talking, they have like this monitor, and the Bludgeon Brothers just destroy it, and it's kind of cool with the hammer, and it's just like they stare at them. I guess that's a match at Fastlane. I don't see the Bludgeon Brothers winning a belt. I think they may as well keep the belts on the Usos till WrestleMania, but I really like the Bludgeon Brothers as a duo. Then they go back in the back, and it's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. KO's apologizing to Sami about last week, and they want him to beat Ziggler, so I wish they would just don't break those two up. Just leave them as a team. Daniel Bryan and Shane against KO and Sami would be really cool for Fastlane, but that's not happening. So main event's up next. Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler in this damn match. Fucking Ziggler bores me to death. So Ziggler and Zayn have a long match in the main event, and Dolph Ziggler ends up getting the win cleanly over Sami Zayn. He pins him after a super kick, so both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn lose cleanly in the middle of the ring. They showed Kevin Owens on at the back watching it. No AJ Styles tonight. That was disappointing. Wanted to see AJ. No AJ tonight. And no Nakamura. No AJ, no Nakamura tonight, but then again, SmackDown has I kind of like the format of SmackDown a bit more. A lot of guys, so you can't get everyone featured, but then again, it keeps everyone fresh, so that's kind of cool. But the show, wasn't much. Kind of a filler show. It's still the road to WrestleMania is still a while away, and this is just filler. This whole thing's been filler. It's like after the Royal Rumble, from the period to the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, it's kind of like you're on the county roads, you're kind of on the highway, you're not on the freeway yet, you're not on the expressway, whatever big highway there is, or big road there is, you're not there yet. It's like when things will get good, things are going to get exciting soon, things will get heated up, but now we're just kind of coasting before we get to the good stuff at WrestleMania build up. So it's like getting through this fucking Elimination Chamber and Fastlane pay-per-views. Just let that be over so we can start to the really good stuff to build up to WrestleMania. But SmackDown was just, was kind of a filler show tonight. Just nothing much to me. Kind of forgettable.